Hey, it's Jennifer Sparks, and I'm going to be your tour guide today in Falmouth, Massachusetts. I'm going to be sharing with you my week stay at InnSeasons Resort, Surfside. There is a road between the beach and the resort, but it was easy to cross. The resort is in a beautiful and convenient location. We arrived around 2 o'clock and we had to wait a little bit for our room to be ready. There was seating, books, a TV, they even had games. They took our phone number and said they would call us when our room was ready. I'm going to take you over to the beach while we wait. This is a look at Surfside Resort from the beach. Our visit was May 2024. It was a great time, in my opinion, to go visit Cape Cod. It wasn't too busy. The weather was a little chilly some days and beautiful on others. It was a little sporadic, but the flowers were gorgeous. I'm sure this beach is used a lot for sunning, but during our stay, people were mostly walking and taking photographs. Okay, our room is ready. That was fast. Come join us. We're going to go show you our room. InnSeason Resort Surfside is 2 floors and there are no elevators. There are only stairs and there are inside and outside quarters. I chose this resort because it is surrounded by water. It is surrounded by Great Pond and the beach area is on Vineyard Sound. Time to check out the room that they assigned us. This particular room that I reserved is 1 bedroom and has a full kitchen, living room, and 2 full bathrooms. I originally booked the room with the intention of coming alone, but my mom decided to join me, which ended up working out great. I was a little concerned though going there because they couldn't guarantee us a first floor and she has mobility issues and there are no elevators. So I was so grateful when we received this room and we parked right in front of the room. It was so easy. Coming in, I was very impressed. Everything was in really good shape. And the kitchen was full size. I mean, we didn't even need this. We had a full size refrigerator, bigger than the one I have at home. Of course, you can make all your meals there. There is no restaurant on site, but there are many in town, and I'm going to be showing you in this video some of the places that we did dine. For nearby shopping stores, there was a Stop and Shop, there was a Shaw's, and a Walmart. Also in this video, I'm going to be visiting the other 2 in-season resorts that are in town. InnSeason Captain Quarters and InnSeason Harborside. All of these resorts are affiliated with timesharing vacation ownership, but you do not have to own a timeshare to stay there. You could reserve it by the night. I personally do own a timeshare, so I was able to book this through Interval International, which is an exchange club. I do not sell anything and I do not work for timeshares. I'm just someone that travels all the time and likes to share my experience with others to help other people make the best of their vacation plans. The couch pulls out to a bed, but I really don't recommend it unless you're like a 40-pound child. It really wasn't that comfortable. So I decided to turn it back into a couch, and I slept on it as a couch for the next 6 nights, and it really wasn't that bad. The next part of the room is the 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It has a nice jacuzzi. This was just as big as the other side. It wasn't just like a tiny bedroom. Neither of us tried the jacuzzi, but it was very clean and very pretty. All in all, my feeling was very up and very positive. Sometimes you check in a place and you're like, oh gosh, we got to stay here for 7 nights. I was kind of like, yeah, we get to stay here for 7 nights. This is my first time coming to Cape Cod in 30 years. I remember coming here back in the 90s with my husband. Well, we were just dating at the time and we were kind of bored. We were like, there's nothing to do here. It was very quiet and tranquil. And that's exactly what I'm craving now that I'm in my 50s. I'm like, I want to go back to Cape Cod. One thing I would like to mention is there are no laundry facilities in the unit or on the property. You have to go off-site to do your laundry. Here is a look at the 2nd bathroom. This worked out totally cool with us. Like we both, had free range of the apartment, the whole thing all day. And at nighttime, I was able to close the door and have my privacy. And she had hers. She watches TV till 4 in the morning. I like to go to bed by 10. I like to get up at 6 and she likes to get up at 12. So like having our own space was very beneficial. This was fantastic. Being able to walk outside. The pool, unfortunately, was closed. They were working on it, but it's probably open now. But you had your own private patio with so many places to sit and a table as well. It also had picnic tables, grills, and a fire pit, and bikes to rent. In the back of the resort, you could find Great Pond. Falmouth is surrounded by water. It is awesome. If you like water and beaches and harbors, this is a great town to go to. You could easily hop on a ferry too and go see Martha's Vineyard. I just created and published a full video about our week stay in Falmouth if you're interested in seeing what there is to do in Falmouth. There is an indoor pool here that I'm looking for. There are all different buildings, so I'm really not sure which one it is. So I'm just going to do the little walk around tour and show you the place while I'm looking for it. Okay, I think I found it. Now I just have to figure out how to get in it. Oddly enough, the entrance was very close to our room. It was right across from the parking lot. The pool is open till 10 p.m. and there are adult swim hours. This video with no one there was taken about 5 p.m. I found the pools to be the busiest before and after check-in. People would probably check out and go in the pool or come early and use the pool before they check in. For those of you with mobility issues, there was about 4 or 5 steps down. My mom had no problem getting in. She even got into the hot tub. That was really nice. The bubbles came from the center. Have you been to the InnSeason resorts before? Do you own here? Please let me know your experience in the comments. I would love to hear from you. The pool area also had a shower, a bathroom, and a changing area. We really enjoyed our stay there. June might have been a little bit warmer, but May was just fine. Like I said, the flowers were beautiful. Could have been a little warmer on some days, but it really wasn't bad at all. Hey, we had a fire pit. It wasn't that crowded anywhere. There was a lot of parking, and we never had to wait to dine anywhere. Next, I'm going to be showing you some places that we did dine in town. The first place we tried was called Crabbapples. When we checked into InnSeasons resorts, they gave us a list of places that they recommend, so we sort of went by that. Then I checked the internet for reviews and pictures. My mom loves diners, and I like more like brunch places, so this was a really good fit for us. The next place we tried was called Persys Place. It is located in a historic inn and is very charming. It is open daily from 7 to 2, and they claim to have New England's biggest breakfast. I think they are correct. If you can't find something to eat here, there's a problem. This menu is so large. There are so many different combinations. I loved what I ended up getting. They make homemade cornbread here and homemade corned beef hash. There are several locations throughout Cape Cod. My mom ordered the Eggs Benedict, which comes with the choice of 2 sides. I couldn't choose between an omelet or Eggs Benedict or corned beef hash, and they had this, which came with all of it. It was eggs omelet with corned beef hash in it, and it had hollandaise sauce on it. It was amazing. Loved it. We both enjoyed Persys Place so much we came here twice during our stay. For a change of pace, we lived on the edge and went to go visit the Flying Bridge, which is on the harbor. This is a beautiful place if you want to experience some outside dining. The day of our visit was the most beautiful day of our whole trip. Basically, that's what brought us there. It was such a nice day. I'm like, let's go eat outside somewhere. I believe we're looking at the lunch menu over here, which is a combination of entrees. They had sushi, salads, burgers. They had a really good menu. If you are still with me and you're finding this video informational or entertaining, can you do me a favor and hit that like button? It costs nothing. You just hit that little button and it helps my algorithm. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We ordered ourselves a couple cocktails because why not?
Really?
We're celebrating taking the time out of our busy lives to make sure that we get to hang out. Conquering those bucket lists, making the time to see places that you always wanted to go and to spend time with people that you love. Now I'm going to take you to check out 2 other in-season resorts in town. This one right here, InnSeason, Harborside. You can find other in-season resorts around Cape Cod as well as New England. This resort is pretty close to the Flying Bridge that I just showcased. I would definitely recommend having a car in Falmouth. There is really a lot to see, but nothing is all in the same space. It's all very spread out, and it's very large, Falmouth. Another place you could stay if you're interested in staying by the beach and you want to stay at an in-season is InnSeason Captain's Quarters. Like I mentioned before, all these places are timeshare, vacation ownership, but you could reserve them by the night, especially in the off-season. Is timesharing for you? That totally depends on you, and more importantly, your flexibility. I feel like timesharing works for 2 types of people. People that either want to buy a certain week and they pay their bills and they pay their maintenance fees and go to the same place all the time, or someone like me that's completely flexible and has a lot of time to go and utilize all the bonus weeks. I was able to reserve this in May and I was really surprised and very grateful, but it's not very common. So basically, very quickly, what I'm trying to say is if you want to come to Cape Cod, say the last week of July, every year for the rest of your life, then it's not a bad investment. But if you want to buy that week to exchange out and go to other places with high demand, it's really not worth it. You might as well just go rent everywhere, every year, wherever you want to go. Do you agree with me or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you and hear other people's opinions about their timeshare experiences. This is your host and your tour guide, Jennifer Sparks. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. Click here if you want to see more of my videos about Cape Cod. But whatever you do, make sure you book that trip and you spend time with the people that you love. And you pack your bags and go. Safe travels to you.